Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Live NBA. Before we get into this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. But most importantly, in the comment section down below, agree or disagree with what I gotta say. So I want to talk about Markelle Fultz briefly. Now, looking at Markelle Fultz as a #1 pick, a lot of people are saying, hey, man, this guy really ain't it. He's not really a #1 pick. He could be a bust. Now, people are probably saying that because of the whole shooting thing, the whole, what's wrong with his shoulder? Why is he barely playing games? What's going on? What's going on with him? You know what I'm saying? A #1 pick is supposed to be out there producing right away and all that good stuff. Now, I understand where people are coming from. I can kind of agree. Like, what is going on? I can agree with that whole thing. But I feel like the whole shoulder thing and him not being able to shoot is just like what we see, on the surface, and it's not really the main reason why you can label him a bust. To me, it's just an injury, like something that Philly deals with all the time. Joel Embiid, oh, Joel's a bust. Ben Simmons hurting his foot, oh, Ben Simmons is a bust. Like the whole thing about how they get injured. I feel like none of that actually has to really do with him being the bust. I feel like his situation is what has to do with him possibly being a bust. But I really don't see him actually being a bust. And here's why. When he was drafted right after Ben Simmons was drafted. Ben Simmons, the guy who was, of course, drafted and didn't play at all, his whole freshman season, didn't play none of that. So Philly goes into the next season like, all right, we drafted a small forward in Ben Simmons. Let's fill it out. We need to get us a nice solid point guard. But then it comes out Ben Simmons is running point. I'm thinking, okay, Ben Simmons, I knew he was nice with the handles when he played at LSU, but I didn't know he was a playmaker, dime dropping. I feel like they didn't figure that out until like really in these practices when his foot really healed up. Like, yo, this man can ball at point. He may not be shooting or anything, but he can really find players and really handle the rock. So now it's like, okay, we got us a dilemma. We got Markelle Fultz, and we moved up to get Markelle Fultz. But Markelle Fultz has that 6'4", 6'5", clean, smooth shooting frame when he was in college. Okay, so it's like, yeah, Markelle Fultz can be a combo guard. He can attack, he can shoot, he can play make. He can run at guard alongside, Ben Simmons. But then don't forget, they pick up, JJ Redick. So it's like, okay, 1 year, $14 or $17 million. And like, you can't really start Fultz over Redick. And of course, Ben Simmons is probably the better guard when it comes to, especially point guard. So it's like, man, Fultz really got kind of jiffed out of his like spot, like his starting role, his ability to show out. Like he really got drafted to kind of be a sixth man because like he really didn't fit in the lineup after you had Ben Simmons and Redick solidified. So he's coming off the bench, and of course he's all right with that. But then the whole shoulder thing and the shooting, so that kind of really hurt his image because now not only was his minutes low, which is the biggest reason, he also had to deal with the whole shoulder thing, and altogether that kind of ruined his image as a #1 draft pick. Because if you Anthony Bennett, like he wasn't even sweet, but because he was a #1 draft pick, people like he don't play like a #1, so he ain't #1, so he's gone. I feel like the best thing for Markelle Fultz to do is what he did. I need a new scenery. Get him out of Philly and get him to a team where he can actually get a lot of good quality minutes, especially at the point guard position, like Phoenix. On a team like Phoenix where they have a bunch of shooters, Ariza, Jamal Crawford, Booker, Jackson, get the ball to all those guys. So that way he can focus on just passing, dribbling, and cup taking and not necessarily shooting. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section down below.